Hi darling, welcome or welcome back. Cellulite and Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. I'm gonna see, I wanna see how you affect people's perception, okay? Because I feel like you do. Let's start off with some general information here with what's the vibe. What's the vibe of how you affect people's perceptions? All right, let's see. Burned bridges, neutral. Lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. You could make people change their mind about what they... Like, how do I want to word that? You affect people's perception in a way where they're just like, maybe I need to rethink the people that I have around me, or the circumstance that I'm in. Maybe I need to rethink my view. Maybe I need to burn bridges with what I was raised around, or who I was raised with, or the community, or the mindset. Maybe I need to address some issues and really let my spark turn into a blaze here, okay? All right, let's get some more information. We got smell the roses, neutral. And then feminine energy, I do feel like you're very loving. So the way that you address certain issues that helps change people's perceptions is in a very caring, compassionate way. You help people think about the love and connection, not just with personal relationships, but with their community and humanity as a whole. You're just like, is this the state of the world that you want? Let's think about things from other people's perceptions. Let's think about how circumstances, world events would affect certain people, okay? I feel like you're always trying to take care of people. You're just like, I'm here to nurture the people who need nurturing, protect the people who need protecting. Yeah, you're just like a very kind energy. And this helps people to be like, okay, I need to like address anything within me that is not appreciating the humanity around me. Okay, let's get some tarot. Let's see some more. Let's see. What is your energy and how are people interpreting your energy, okay? And how does that affect their perception? What is your energy? Four of Pentacles. So, you know, I feel like usually you're pretty reserved. You kind of, I'm getting a very interesting interpretation for this, actually. I feel like since Pentacles represent reality, the material world, you know, the tangible world, the tangible senses, I feel like you are just like, I cherish this reality so much. I cherish this world so much. I want to hold on to it. I want to nurture it. I want to grow it. This is like a card of savings. You're just like, we need to hold back from expending so much energy and effort into things that are just withering away at this world, withering away at humanity. We need to hold on tight. We need to protect our resources. We need to protect our people. We need to protect people. Okay? People see you as very protecting, you know? You're just like, I hold this world, this life very dear to me. This is precious. Life is precious. Humanity is precious. Okay. You have a soft heart. I'm getting choked up. Okay. You kind of softens people's hearts again. Okay. Now, how do you affect their perception with this? Let's see. Six of Cups. You know, I'm getting like a history vibe with this. This is normally like nostalgia and memories, but I'm getting like, we can't repeat the past. We can't repeat history. If we have learned nothing, have we learned nothing? Have we not learned how precious life is, humans? Have we not learned that children need protecting? Families need protecting. Don't we see that we're all humans just trying to find our way? I don't care what country anyone's from. I don't care what color their skin. We're human. And we all share one home, this earth, this world. Have we learned nothing? Have we learned nothing about territory lines and just the boundaries that we put up against being basic, decent, protecting humans? Have we learned nothing? Okay. You get people to think about history, to think about what safety means, what sweetness means, what vulnerability means. It's almost like you remind people of how they viewed people as children, how they viewed the world as children. And you're like, there's something. Innocence does not mean naivety. Do you recognize that there is a pure essence in children that is more in touch with their humanity than most grown adults right now? You should view people the way that you view people as children. Friend, companion, teammate. You should express and care for them and speak up for them the same way. Okay. How else do you affect people's perceptions? The Moon. Ten of Swords. This is just like somewhere along the way we got so lost, didn't we? Somewhere along the way, the conditioning of your environment made you harden your heart. Made you be afraid of people. Instead of seeing that we are all just souls wandering this place. We're all just trying to find our home, our sense of belonging. I do feel like a level of where you make people realize how much that they've betrayed their own sense of morality. Just like you don't even see it. If you're okay with this level of brutality, then you have betrayed your own morality. If you feel like that's justice, then you are not in connection with your spirit at all. You're in connection with conditioning and belief systems and an ego identity to a party system, rather than remembering the humanity. And you help people see that. And you're very gentle. Just like, I know your humanity is in there. Is it so far-fetched? Is it so far-fetched to see that people need protecting? Page of Pentacles. And the Lovers. Just like, there is a time to do the right thing. And there's a time to sit back and just see how things unfold. And sometimes you have to realize that the time to do the right thing is now. The time to choose love and humanity is now. So you could change some people's minds and hearts and viewpoints. Your perception could affect people that way. I feel like you're very sweet. What changes for people whenever this happens? Let's see. What changes for people whenever this happens? The Five of Cups. Well, there's a grieving process. There's a grieving because when you think that you've been on the right side for a long time. The correct side, I should emphasize. When you think you've been on the correct side for some time and then you see your lack of morality, your hypocrisy, and it's in such a gentle way, there is a level of grieving and shame attached to that. You reconnect people with their heart. Because I think for the first time the way you affect people's perceptions is they're just like, I'm putting myself in the position of others who are experiencing this. And I feel like they feel empathy for the first time. 11:11 on the clock. They feel empathy for their fellow humans. How else does this affect people? The Emperor. You're just like this. They're just like, I'm grieving the system that I thought would protect me. And I'm seeing how that system was a game and I got played. This also helps people find their inner authority. I'm just like, gosh, I really have given my power to a false system, to a game that was rigged against humanity. This was rigged against humanity. This was rigged against personal power, against sovereignty. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. But the beautiful thing about this grief is once you grieve it, and you're in alignment with your spirit and your morality and your sense of autonomy, you're just like, I have things to do. You remind people that we are all our own individual emperors. And their voice matters. And their action matters. And their protection matters. These are people who think about it from the other side for the first time. Really. What happens when they step into this autonomous power and authority because of your perception? Breakthrough energy. It's funny, you could have like these people. I do feel like this is people who maybe have switched perceptions a long time ago. Like you could have a select few friends around you who maybe you had opposing views with, and then they've changed their viewpoint because of just how human spirited you are. You're like unable to be argued with because you're just like, how are you going to argue against humanity and actual morality? How are you going to do that? And these people could have changed perspectives a while ago, and so you may have a few friends that are just like the biggest advocates now. The biggest advocates. Sharing their story, sharing their testimony, how they broke out of that system that they believed was infallible truth, how they refound their truth, how they got enlightened to the source of individual autonomy and humanity. And you could be so proud of these people because you're just like, I'm glad that people like that can step into advocating and speaking up for the right things. Yeah. The Star. You're just like, you are a beacon of hope for people who lost their sight of humanity. I want you to know that. You are. And I feel like in return, how you affect these people and them changing their mindsets and their perceptions and doing the right thing and being autonomous and protecting the weak, protecting those who need protected. You're just like, and now I have hope for humanity. This life is precious. I'm holding on to my hope for dear life. You make people hold on to their hope for dear life. You're just like, I'm not going to let it go. I'm not letting my hope go. We can't lose it. We have to fight for it. We have to cherish it. We have to save it. We have to protect it. We have to protect our hope. We have to protect humanity. It's so beautiful. I love this reading. I'm going to leave this here. I hope that this reading resonated for you. I love your heart. I love what you're doing. I feel you. From my humanity to your humanity. All right. I love you so much. Take care and ta-ta.